Hello, welcome to the 100x Connects community. Let me take you through the 100x ecosystem. Step 1. Become a free or paid member. Step 2. Discover your passion by tuning into the 100x daily night sessions, chatting with other members in the 100x Discord community, and participate in 100x virtual summits. Step 3. Unleash your true potential by equipping yourself with 100x workshops and work with you challenges. Step 4. Begin your entrepreneurial journey by signing up for the Malaysia Ministry-endorsed 100x 100 Days Business Startup Challenge, seeking business advice, or enrolling in the Advanced Business Coaching for pitching and funding. Step 5. Being the country's best entrepreneur community, 100x has a wealth of resources such as business funding to accelerate your business, digital marketplaces to sell your products and services, and collaboration platforms to do networking and organize your favorite event, among many others. Furthermore, 100x will also create business opportunities. All these are easily accessible and convenient for 100x members. Step 6. In return, the 100x alumni hope to bring together like-minded people and provide mentoring, internship and career opportunities to help the network grow. Pillars are used to uphold purposes. At 100x, we believe that every entrepreneur should embark on a purposeful journey. 100x is built on 7 pillars: financial intelligence, fitness and wellness, business and entrepreneurship, sales and marketing, personal development, love and relationship, and hobbies and leisure. Sign up as a 100x member and start a purposeful journey.
Hello everyone, it's me again, Josephine Young, here today together with you. Every Tuesday I am here. I will talk to you a little bit about health, fitness. So today I am actually going to tell you some good news, and then I will tell you the journey, how I got there, okay? So before that, let me just introduce 100x a little bit first. So this is our 100x night session. So every single night, we have one session, okay? Because why are we doing that is because we really want to give value to everyone, and we want everybody to continuously learning, and we do this session live in our Facebook as well, so that you can make sure that, even if you miss a session, you can still watch it all over again. And if you are watching from my YouTube channel, you also can rewatch all the previous videos, okay? So every Tuesday, I will talk to you about health and fitness related topic. Every single day, we have a different topic. Monday, we have financial intelligence topic, anything related to financial. Tuesday is me talking about health and fitness. And then Wednesday, we have a networking session. Now, currently, we are doing a physical networking. And last Wednesday, we had a very, very successful event. If you are interested in joining the event, then what you need to do right now is quickly go and sign up for our 100x free membership, okay? Then from there, you will receive email newsletter on how to join the session, okay? We will also post up in our Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn very, very soon about how to sign up for this networking session tomorrow, okay? So if you want to network with more people and, exchange contact and then know more people and all that stuff to help with your business, come and join us tomorrow. And of course, it's not just about like networking and getting contact, right? But it's also about how you can use the opportunity to learn from different people, right? This is what 100x is all about. It's about helping people, helping entrepreneurs to grow, to be successful. If you're not an entrepreneur yet, do come and join our 100x platform to learn how to start your own business and how to become a successful entrepreneur. If you're already an entrepreneur and you want to scale your business, 100x is a very good platform for you to look for resources. Okay, if you need any sort of resources, just come and look for us. So how you can contact us, you can either, join our free membership and then, send an email to us, or you can just go on our social media and just send us a message and, ask for whatever it is. Somebody will reply to you, and then we will try to schedule out something to help you with your request. Okay. So anyway, today is health and fitness, right? So I'm going to share the poster first. What are we going to talk about is actually, I am going to talk about how I became Asia's best Pilates trainer for the year 2021. Okay, so this good news actually came out last Wednesday. Okay, it came out last Wednesday. We were in the middle of the physical networking session, and then I was inside. I was hiding in one corner actually during the physical networking because I was actually watching the live award ceremony. Okay, so they have a award ceremony by Fitness Best Asia. So this award is by Fitness Best Asia. So they were having this award ceremony at night. So I was just there watching. Didn't have much expectation, but I I won as the Asia's best Pilates trainer for this year, for year 2021. So today I am going to talk to you about my experience and how I became one. Just in case if you want to become a personal trainer or a Pilates instructor or yoga instructor of sort, that you want to go into the fitness industry but do not know how, I am going to explain to you a little bit about how I did it, how I made it. Okay. So before that, right, just me talking that, oh, I win, that is not good enough, right? I'm going to just show you the official poster, right? Just show you the official poster. This is it. Okay, you can't see my face right now, but you can see the poster here of me winning the Pilates Trainer of the Year award. So I'm number one representing Malaysia, and the first runner-up is actually from Thailand, and then the second runner-up is from Philippines. Okay, so this award started. So they have the country award first. So previously I won the one in Malaysia. Okay, then after that, after I won the Malaysia division, I represent Malaysia to compete against 9 other Asian country. Now, do not ask me why 9 Asia country, right? Asia have more than 9 countries, I know, but for this Fitness Best Asia, they only have this 9 country. I'm not quite sure what's the reason, but I think part of the reason is, of course, like, they cannot have a representative. They are not able to find a representative in certain countries, and also certain countries do not have that much of a fitness presence, I guess. That is why it's very difficult for them to help an event like that for that particular country. But anyway, competing against 9 other countries is a big deal for me. So what are the countries involved, right? Like, so just now already, I mentioned Thailand, Philippines. There's also Korea, and many more other countries. Okay, suddenly I cannot think already. Vietnam, a lot more other countries. So, and then especially like places like Korea, I know they are very good in Pilates. If you like Pilates, that you will actually realize that in Malaysia also there are quite a few Pilates brand that is actually coming from Korea. So you can actually, from that, you can guess how how popular is Pilates in Korea. So being able to win that award is something that is very special to me. Yeah, of course, I forgot to mention, of course, Singapore, right? Our neighbor, Singapore also. And when I went to Singapore, almost like every area, there is a Pilates studio. Almost like every single MRT station, right? You get down, you walk like just 5 minutes away, that is a Pilates studio. That's how popular Pilates is in Singapore. Yeah. But in Malaysia, if you are in KL and if you are around Bangsa area, you will realize that most of the Pilates studio are around Bangsa area, and including myself, I'm in Bangsa area too. But hopefully, right, we're able to grow Pilates more than just in Bangsa. So today is supposed to be me talking a little bit about my experience and to just share with you about how I made it to till today. So a lot of people actually asked me this question previously on Josephine, how you get started as a Pilates instructor? Many of you know a little bit about story about me how I get into the gym, becoming a personal trainer, but how actually did I become a Pilates instructor? From a ballet dancer and a ballet teacher, I changed my career path into Pilates. The Pilates was the main reason why I stopped teaching ballet altogether. Okay, so let's start a little bit backwards, right? So I actually graduated as a dancer. I had a diploma and a bachelor degree in dance. It's very rare. I know you hardly heard about that, but that's what I studied. Since young, I knew that I like things that are very, very physical. I like dancing. I like creativity. I like music and arts. So I decided that I wanted to become a dancer. I also involved myself in a lot of other things such as musical, acting, and all that stuff. But I did my degree in dance because of my years of experience in dancing ballet. Okay, so I danced ballet when I was 5 years old. So, what does this have to do with Pilates, right? It is actually because if you are a ballerina or you have friends who are ballerina, if you go and ask them, do you know Pilates? Most of them will know about Pilates. At least they will heard about it. Why? Because Pilates is actually very, very famous, very, very popular among the dancers. Okay? And the reason is Joseph Pilates, who created Pilates, okay? So Pilates is after Joseph Pilates' name, by the way. So Joseph Pilates created Pilates. Initially, it was called as contrology, okay? So he was in Germany. He's a German, okay? He created Pilates there in Germany because he was in the internment camp, okay, and he saw all these soldiers like getting injured and all that stuff. He wants to help them with their rehabilitation, right? So he created these exercises, and after he created this, he actually went to United States, and he went to New York, and he started teaching the Pilates or the contrology to dancers. He started developing even more from there. So a lot of dancers during that time went to New York City. All the dancers in New York City went for his classes, his Pilates classes. So if you are a dancer, if you know about contemporary dance and Martha Graham actually attended Joseph Pilates classes and got inspired by his movement, and then he created this contemporary dance. Yeah, or modern dance, we call it during that time, right? Modern dance or contemporary dance. So that's how famous Joseph Pilates is. So, and because of that, it's so closely related to dance, to ballet. A lot of ballet dancers continue doing Pilates. Now, when I was young, right, when I was very young, before I came to KL and study and all that stuff, I was in a little town in Ipoh. Okay, Ipoh is actually not a little town, but I was in Ipoh. We only heard about Pilates, right? We don't know what exactly Pilates is. Of course, my teacher went overseas and learned some basic and came back and taught us Pilates, a little bit of the basic Pilates strengthening exercises and all this stuff. But we have no idea how to access to Pilates because it was not in Ipoh during that time. And even until now, Pilates is not common in Ipoh. Some people teach mat Pilates in Ipoh. I still doubt whether they know what they are doing. Maybe they are very good. I don't know. I haven't attended any Pilates class, but there's only mat Pilates classes in Ipoh. There's no with the full equipment, with the full studio setting in Ipoh. So when I came to KL, when I came to KL to study, so I found out that in KL there's Pilates studio. So after I graduated and started working, right? So I feel I wanted to do something. So I went to sign up for a Pilates course. Not Pilates class, Pilates classes. I went to sign up for Pilates classes and I enjoy it so, so much. But the thing is like that, I didn't immediately decided that I wanted to become Pilates instructor, because that time I was teaching dance. I was a certified ballet teacher. Okay, so for those of you who do not know, right, to be able to teach ballet, you need to be certified. So besides having the diploma and degree in dance, I got myself certified as a ballet teacher. I was teaching ballet to kids and all that stuff. So that was my main job. So this one day when I was in the Pilates studio doing my class, right? I pay and sign up for classes, right? I bought a package of 10, 20 session and just wanted to work out. And then one of the admin came to me and asked me, "Oh, Josephine, do you want to teach extend bar?" Okay, it's a bar class. So if you do not know what is bar, right? Bar is actually a combination of Pilates, ballet, and dance. So it's with music, it's cardio. If you can imagine Zumba, right? But this is a ballet type of Zumba. It's like ballet movement. So I thought to myself, hey, not bad. What I have ballet background. I have the musicality, right? I'm able to count music just like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no problem with me. I listen to music well, and I can teach well because I am a ballet teacher. So and so all the movement basically I have no problem doing all the movement. All I need to do is just to study a new certification. Okay. So they say, okay, then I say, okay, sure, right? Why not, why not I study the certification and then I start teaching exam bar. So I am one of the very, very first bar instructor in Malaysia. Okay, before bar now has become like slowly picking up. A lot of people are joining bar classes. Before that, um, I am the first batch of students who learn bar classes in Malaysia. Okay, first batch of certified instructor is me and my friends. So I started teaching exam bar in the Pilates studio that I'm still currently working at. Then I just decided that, you know what? Why not I go and study Pilates properly? Because in exam bar, you have some Pilates technique as well. So I want to learn more. So that is how I started. And I say, I will just go and sign up for a Pilates instructor course and become a Pilates instructor. So that's how I started. Um, so some of you ask me, okay, Joe, how to become a Pilates instructor, right? Is you need to take courses. You need to be certified to teach Pilates. Why? Without getting a certification, it is basically very, very dangerous to teach other people Pilates, because Pilates has a very, very strict rules, okay, on how to execute certain movement. All the movement has a theory behind it. So to study Pilates, right, was not easy. Like, to be honest, it was not easy, right? You have to, number one, to be able to go and study Pilates, right? Of course, you need to know what is Pilates first. So that is actually, when you sign up, there's a requirement form. Do you have any experience practicing Pilates or not? So practicing, what I mean is actually go there and attend, go and attend any class, so that you know about, at least you know what is Pilates lah. Okay, so if you go for Pilates class, you know it's not a Zumba lah. You get what I mean? Yeah. So at least you need to have an idea. All right. So hi Doris, I can see your comment here. Thank you for watching. So today I'm actually talking about my experience and how I actually won Asia Best Pilates Instructor. So yes, thank you for watching. And for those of you who are still watching right now, Please comment, tell me you are there. So at least you know I can say a hi, okay? All right. So anyway, so if you want to become a Pilates instructor, you need to go and study. And my first warning to you is you need to prepare a lot of money. Okay? If you want to become a Pilates instructor, you need to prepare a lot of money to study Pilates. Why? Pilates is actually a very exclusive exercise. Okay, they have made it like that globally. It is very how do I say this? It's very niche. It's not just like a personal trainer where you can just study and get yourself certified. To be able to become a Pilates instructor, it is a very tough journey. So you need to not just prepare the money, you need to prepare for a mental toughness, okay? And I'll explain why. Let's talk about the money part first, right? Some of you ask me, okay, Joe, you say very expensive, right? So how much is expensive? What are you talking about? Let's give you a little bit of context first, right? If you want to study to be a certified personal trainer, a personal trainer that teach you weightlifting in the gym, that certification will cost you around 4,000 to 6,000. It really depends on which certification you get, right? Which school, like which brand you take, which method you take. So it is between about 4,000 to 6,000 usually. Of course, there's some that is very exclusive also. It's very difficult one. It's up to 7,000-8,000. And it's also depending on whether you are just signing up, you just go for an exam only, study an exam, or you actually sign up for a physical course. Okay, so you can, for personal training, right, you can actually study online. You can study yourself, self study, and then straight away you go for your exam if you want, or you can sign up for some physical classes. So they will actually teach you some physical, like teach you physically on how you lift the weights, and then only after that you will sit for the theory exam. So basically, right, for personal trainer, the exam is based on theory exam. Okay, so if you pass the theory exam, you pass that. Okay, all right. What about other certification, right? Group classes. Group classes certification will be around 3,000. Okay, 3,000 for a group class certification. Okay, doesn't matter our group class, right? It varies depending on the brand, right? Maybe Zumba is a bit different. Depends. So for my extend bar, right, for example, is about 3,000 plus just to get the certification to become a group instructor. Okay, so it's just 3,000 for one certification, and then you can teach forever, right? Now let me tell you about Pilates first. Not this. Now, let me tell you about Pilates right now. How much does it cost to become a Pilates instructor? I went to study Stott Pilates. Stott Pilates. Stott Pilates is probably one of the world most one of the best certification you can get. Okay, if you know about personal training certification, is probably like ACE or NASM or all this stuff. So Stott Pilates is one of those very famous one, especially if you're going to places like UK. If you go to UK, most of them are Stott Pilates instructor. Why Stott? It's because of their techniques are very good. They are also very detailed in their teaching, and there is a very big difference. I saw other certifications also, right? Stott Pilates, they put a lot of importance in teaching methods, on how do you actually teach people the movement instead of just learning the movement. I know some other certification, their courses are basically, teach you how to do them, like just teach you a lot of sequence of movements, right? But in Stop Pilates, they really put a lot of importance in how to do this. If you see a big person like A, how do you teach A to do it? If you see person B, which is a different body type, how should you teach them to execute the same movement? The methods are very different. So this is what Stop Pilates train. Stop Pilates train their instructor. They are very, very strict. Anyway, so right, the price, right? We're supposed to talk about the price, right? But before talking about the price, we need to introduce what I studied first so you got context. So for Stop Pilates, the price of one certification is 7 to 8,000 ringgit. Okay, 7 to 8,000 ringgit. That is for one certification. But what you need to know is in Pilates, there is a lot of certification. Okay, and every single certification is 6, 7, 8,000. Okay, it's so expensive. So you can add up and try to guess how much you need to pay, how much money you need to pay to become a Pilates instructor. It is very different from, let's say, personal training, right? You just need to study once, right? You just need to study because it's just personal training, unless you want to be specialized in special population. Special population means like elderly, or you want to train post and prenatal. These are called special population. Okay, so if you're not training special population, like people with injury and all this stuff, then you just need to take a personal training course. But for Pilates, you can't. Okay, that is like, okay, to talk a little bit more detail, right? In personal training certification, they don't teach you how to use your dumbbell and for one certification, and then after that, how to use a machine in one certification. It's just general. In Pilates, every single equipment have a certification. Okay, every single equipment. And for Stop Pilates, every single equipment have 2 levels. So let's say the most popular one, right, is Mat Pilates. Mat Pilates has 2 levels. Okay, level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is beginners, fundamental, and intermediate level. Level 2 is advanced level. So if you want to be fully certified, you need to take 2. Okay, you need to take 2. So you add up yourself you just guess how much you need to spend to get yourself fully certified. Then there's like total of 1, 2, 3. There's total of 3 categories. Yeah, 3 categories. So anyway, so you guess you calculate yourself So at least you actually have to pay like 20, 30K ringgit to be able to be fully certified as a Pilates instructor. Since we are talking about that, right? So the money thing, right? Now you can understand why Pilates classes are so expensive. It's really, really, really expensive. Compared to any other classes, Pilates classes are very expensive. So next time you want to ask, like why Pilates classes are so expensive, now you know. Or if why your friends are going to ask you is Pilates are so expensive, you can explain to them because the instructor put a lot of money to study. Basically, it's like that. It's like you're studying as like a doctor, right? You pay a lot of money to the doctor. It's the same. Okay, all right. So that's the money part. The second part, if somebody wants to become Pilates instructor, you really, really need to have the mental toughness to go through all the studying of Pilates. Okay, now how hard is it to study Pilates? It's very hard. It's really, really hard. Sometimes among us, right, Pilates instructor, we joke around and we laugh and say that, the amount of things that we need to study, I think we can become doctors. Like seriously. So I like for a Pilates instructor, we need to study a thick book of anatomy. Okay, so we need to understand the human body so much. We need to understand every single bone in our body and every single muscles in our body, and where the muscles start and where the muscles end. What type of muscles is it? We need to learn that in Pilates. So if you're going to ask me like, oh wow, Josephine, why you know so much about body, right? It was because of my studying in Pilates. So you need to study a lot, a lot, a lot. And besides studying anatomy only, you need to also study the Pilates movements. Okay, Pilates has a lot of movements. You need to study all the variations of movements. So what are so I have books and books and books. Unfortunately, I can't show you the books because I'm actually currently moving house. So that's why you don't see my trophy and everything behind me anymore, because I'm moving house. So I moved all my books over. And that day, right, when I was moving house, I got this. You can't see. I can't show you properly, right? If I move to the back, my book is this thick of books just for Pilates exercises. Okay, so in the book it will show you every single exercises, how to do it and how to do it properly, like why you need to do it and the different types of modification. So we need to study every single of it. Okay, so it's really, really tough to study Pilates. And then after you study, you need to take exam, right? So how do you take the exam? Is actually there's two exams that you need to pass. One is a theory exam where you need to answer all the questions. The questions are not just ABC, okay? There are like subjective also. So means you need to write. You need to write down you need to write in your exam. They'll ask you like funny questions. They'll ask you questions about muscles. They'll ask you questions about how to teach it. What exercises should be teaching to somebody with this type of body. Blah 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 blah. And besides the theory part, we also have a practical exam. Means you need to actually teach a client a full class. 1.5 hour, actually 1.5 hour of class to a client, and you need to basically the examiner will be there watching you teaching the class to a client. Okay, and the client usually are a client that you have never trained before. Okay, and of course they have probably a little bit of experience in doing Pilates, but you have to know their body. So and besides that, right, I forgot to mention one part that's very important is the besides all this two, right, we also need to study the posture. So the first part of the practical test, right, is actually to look at somebody's body and to figure out that person's body if is there any problem or not. Okay, we need to do an analysis of that person's posture before we start teaching. So now you understand why, right? Sometimes I tell you when I look at somebody, I know what they do and what problem they have. Okay? Because it's part of the exam. That's what we learn. Because why? If you want to exercise, you need to make sure the exercises are suitable for you. Okay? Different body needs different thing. So if you go for a Pilates class, it's basically you want to hit the right target. Okay, you don't want to be hitting something that is that you don't need to target on. You get what I mean? If somebody have let's say a very bad posture, they're always hunching their back, right? I won't give them movement that is hunching their back like that anymore. I'm not it's not wise to keep giving them movement like this. I need to, sorry, I can't see my hunching back, right? So if somebody hunching back, I cannot give them movement that is like this. I need to build their back muscle so that they open up and able to stand and sit up tall. Okay, so I will do a lot of exercises for the back. So postural analysis is very important in Pilates exam and also in every day when we teach Pilates. So now you understand, right, why Josephine always talk about posture, because without knowing somebody's posture, it's very easy that you give the wrong movement for that person. Okay, you don't understand the person's body well enough. And if you are one of my client, right, then you'll realize that, oh, like why Josephine always ask them to do a certain thing. Like, like I always start my class by do a roll down. Roll down means you stand up straight and then you roll your head down and go all the way down. Because that is one of the movements that I can see very clearly what is wrong with your body. And then I always practice the same movement for my client. Okay, not the same movement for everybody, but for that particular client, I always repeat the same exercises. I always target the same part, because if I find out that certain part have a problem, I will pay more attention to that and do more exercises for you for that part of your body. Okay, so anyway, so that's how tough it is to become a Pilates instructor. If you want to become a Pilates instructor, make sure you be ready. And I forgot to mention something. Like before you even do your exam, right? You need to complete hours. Now, what do I mean by complete hours, right? Means, right, we need to complete hours of practicing ourselves. So basically, we ourselves as Pilates instructor, we need to do a self practice. We need to do the movement. We need to self practice, and after that, so I need to fulfill practice hour, and I also need to fulfill observation hour. Means I go inside a class, I don't practice, but I watch the instructor teaching the client. Okay, and I must watch a certified instructor teaching a client. Okay, it's real life experience. So I need to complete the hours, and then after that, I need to complete hours for my practice teaching. Means I need to practice like teaching a real client. Okay, of course, beforehand, I need to tell the client, I am not certified yet, I am going for my exam. Are you willing to be my body to let me practice? We need to find body lah. So sometimes we get our friends to become our body, and of course sometimes also we get some guinea pig lah, okay, to become our. So you need to fulfill all this stuff before you before you can even qualify to go for exam. Okay, all right. So I'm just going to answer a question here. Okay, so Timothy say congratulations on winning the best Pilates instructor, voted the best Pilates instructor. Now, Timothy, just to let you know, right, for this Asia Award, it is not just by votes. Okay, just so everybody know, right? It's not just by votes. That's why it makes me even prouder that I actually win this award, because there is judging. There's actually judges to judge me. So some of you might ask me, oh, actually how they judge, right? So many countries. So basically we had an interview. We had interview with the judges, and then and then after that they will judge. And I don't know, actually I have no idea, but we did have an interview. Yeah. So it's by judging as well. And I think most of the score actually come from judging. And then only is the votes. That's why actually this time I didn't go and keep telling people to vote for me, because I knew already that there's judging. So, I can't control anything. I can just do my best. Yeah. So I'm going to answer a question from Prince here. Josephine just asking, can guys do Pilates too, or is it specific only for the ladies? Prince, guys can do Pilates. Okay. The founder, the creator himself, is a guy, is a man, okay? His name is Joseph Pilates. And coincidentally, my name is Josephine, right? So anyway, guys can do Pilates. Actually, it's very, very good for guys to do Pilates. Some guys thought that Pilates looked very sissy, okay? Because mostly you see on social media, on Instagram, are ladies doing Pilates. But let me tell you this, a lot of people do not know, right? In overseas, a lot of athletes do Pilates. A lot of them do Pilates. Why? I actually trained a soccer player before. So he is from Australia. So, but he is playing soccer. Why is it soccer, right? It's football in Malaysia, right? So he's from Australia, and he actually represent one of the city, I don't know which states in Malaysia, to play football. Okay, he's in one of the I don't know, national team or state team. I can't remember. So he's more open-minded because he's from Australia. In Australia, Pilates is everywhere. So yeah, and he found Pilates so good, and he encouraged all his teammates to do Pilates. And he told me in Australia, a lot of the football player actually do Pilates. Yeah, so it's very good. Pilates is not easy, it's tough, and it's not CC at all. All the time, when there is a man in my class, right, in my Pilates class, usually the man will struggle more than the girl, the ladies. Okay, the men will find it really tough to do Pilates, and it's not because of the flexibility. A lot of people think that, oh, Pilates is about flexibility. It's not just about flexibility, it's about balancing flexibility and your strength. So, guys, men have a lot of strength, right? Um, but then they don't have flexibility. So then it's very difficult for that. And the somewhere in between flexibility and strength, right? There's something in between. It's called the stability. Stability means how stable you are to maintain in one position. So let's say, right? Have you tried? Have you tried standing on a ball? I'm just saying, standing on a ball and try to balance. Okay, so if a person have good stability, you are able to balance on a ball, standing on a ball. Okay, so Pilates equipments, right, are built in the way that to challenge the stability. We have equipment that is moving while you are doing the exercises. So the exercises is done with like resistance, with springs. It's like weight training, but you have to balance yourself. So guys, right, with a lot of strength, they find it very difficult to find the stability. They can probably lift a 50 kilo weight lah, huh? They can lift a 50 kilo weight, but they cannot balance, they will fall. So that makes it very difficult for men. Yeah. But what about ladies, right? What about ladies doing? Ladies doing is very good for toning up because it's also a strength training. So Pilates is a strength, flexibility, endurance, stability type of training. It's a very overall training. So it's very good for wellness reason. Okay, and it's very good for elderlies because just like I mentioned about stability, right? So as people grow older, they tend to fall easily, but Pilates can actually train you to reduce the chances of you falling. How and why, right? Because you always train yourself that motor skill. Motor skill means muscle skill that you're able to balance yourself. Let me give you a good example of myself, right? I have a bad hip one side, okay? It was since those dancing day. I have a very bad hip on one side. So once in a while, I need to actually go for physio and all this stuff. But I also practice Pilates and practice balancing and all this stuff, right? So one day, I was walking on the street. It was raining. It was after raining. And then I forgot that my shoes doesn't have much grip. So I actually slipped. And I was holding a big water bottle on one hand, and my hand, on one hand, and then I have a big bag on the other side. And then when I slipped, I knew in my subconscious mind that I cannot fall on my bad hip. Because if I fall on my bad hip, right, I think I need to immediately go see my physio and chiro to fix my bones. Something is going to be very wrong after that. So I immediately able to adjust myself into an angle that I do not fall on my bad hip. At the same time, I fall at the place that is very fleshy, so I do not hurt any of my bones. And at the same time, I try to balance in a certain angle that my hand don't fall all the way down, my face don't fall flat down. This is what I mean by training the balancing skill. I am able to balance myself. Yeah, I fell because it was a very like really. I was walking very fast as well. It was like really phew, like I just dropped. But I am able to control myself. So just imagine if you have elderlies, right? They are able to control. Even they are almost going to fall, they're able to control. Then you save yourself lah. Okay, this is what Pilates do. So Pilates is for everyone, literally everyone. Okay, so let's go back to my topic today, right? So what were I? I just talked about like how I got certified as a Pilates instructor, how tough it is, right? So now you understand, right? How tough it is to become Pilates instructor. So don't look down on us, and we are professional, okay? So next time if I tell you my charges are high, don't be scared, okay? Because that is the market rate. That's the market rate. And there's a reason why you don't see a lot of Pilates studios around, because they are very exclusive. And one more thing is, the reason why you do not see a lot of Pilates studio is also because the cost of opening a Pilates studio is really, really high. One Pilates machine costs 20,000. Okay, so if you do not know the context, right, one gym equipment probably will cost less than 10K. Sometimes if you go walk around, right? You go to now the malls like open already. You can see some gym equipment shop. You can see some of the machines or a treadmill. It's just a few thousand, right? But for a Pilates machine, one machine costs 20,000. Okay, it's 5,000 USD. So you convert lah, and then shipping and all this stuff, right? So it's 20K to buy one equipment. So I calculated if I am going to open a Pilates studio, right, it will easily cost me 500,000 lah. Okay, to include everything like renovation, and then you want to make sure you have enough cash flow to sustain for the first year, right? So it will be 500,000. Yeah. So at the same time here, right, I'm actually telling people if you want to invest in me opening my studio, you can do so. I'm telling you the money now, okay? But the return is also very good, okay? Anyway, that's another story, okay? If you want to invest in me, open a new Pilates studio, come and contact with me, okay? Okay, call me. Anyway, let's get back to today's topic, right? Actually, I want to talk about also the struggles, like winning the award as Asia Best Pilates Instructor is very fancy. It's very happy, right? But I need everybody to realize also how hard it is to become Pilates instructor as well. It's not easy. It's not fancy. It is a very tough job. Sometimes people ask me, it's like, why you just disappeared, and then you don't reply to messages. You don't answer call. Even today, I for the past few days I've been denying my mom's call because we work at odd hours. That's number one. We work at odd hours. I work super early in the morning. Sometimes I have like 7 a.m. clients, and then usually weekdays afternoon I'm pretty free. When you are busy, I'm pretty free. And after that, when you finish work, and then I start working again. So being able to have time on Tuesday, right, to talk to you, actually I sacrifice some of my classes. I say I can't teach because I want to do the live session. So number one, you definitely do not have all those family time or whatever. My weekends are all packed, are all full. So if you can't find me during weekend, if you want to yum cha with me weekend, you can't find me, right? I'm so sorry because my weekends are full, like literally full. And then like Pilates instructor need to stand a lot. I have to stand a lot because you stand and walk a lot. Walk. Like basically the whole hour, you don't sit down at all. And just yesterday only, I had a very, very bad ankle yesterday. I didn't know what happened. It was just suddenly I just felt pain, and then it was swollen. The next thing is that I look at my ankle, it was swollen, but I still got few more classes to teach. So I tahan lah, right? I hold the pain, and until towards the end of the day, and I finished all my classes, and then I had to go to do a massage so that my ankle feels better because of the standing, the long hours standing throughout the entire weekend, and then bring it all the way up to Monday. Yeah, it just adds up. So like actually Pilates instructor have a lot of occupational pain, a lot of it. Yeah, we are supposed to teach you not to have pain, but we can't avoid it because we have to do certain things, and sometimes we hurt our back because we need to try to go into a very funny angle to try to adjust you and things like that, right? Which we know we're not supposed to, but sometimes it just happens. So we do injure ourselves quite a bit, but then it's easier for us because we know our body so well that we are able to quickly change and make sure we don't hurt ourselves more, right? What else is struggle? Um, like what I actually want to talk about. I am not always this glamour type of Josephine. No, I started off as a Pilates instructor that nobody cares. I mean, still today, I think a lot of people do not care about Josephine. um, it was very tough when I first started teaching Pilates. I actually had my boss telling me that, like, Josephine, you are not white and you do not speak with accent. You need to work extra hard. That really, really got me. It's really, really tough because like some people would just choose to go to a white instructor instead of a instructor who looks like me. And I don't dress up fashionably. I don't. I every day I wear like my old clothes. They are last, like, my clothes are not the fancy one. If you see like instructors and whatever, they always just go social media lah and see fitness influencer how they wear, right? All Pilates instructor wear like this, and I am the only one that really do not care because I am not supposed to be the hero, right? I'm not supposed to be the one. You are my hero. I come and train you. I am supposed to be focused on you. You're not supposed to, look at me. So I don't dress up when I go to teach classes. And I'm not an influencer and all this stuff. So it was very tough. Actually, people look down on me. And then the way I teach Pilates was also very different, in the sense that I teach very, very slowly. Because I care a lot about the basic. I don't want you to come into my class just to sweat. I don't do that. So if you're expecting to just come to my class and sweat, right? Probably most of the time you won't get it lah. Okay. I mean, of course you will sweat, like you will sweat, but then my class is not tough. Not tough in the sense like how should I say it? If you try doing HIIT and all this stuff, right? You like huffing and puffing like that. You come to my class, you won't be huffing and puffing lah. Okay? Because I do not believe in huffing and puffing is going to make you a better person. Okay? And I do not believe in sweating more means you are having a good workout. I've talked about sweating before. Like sweating doesn't mean that you're going to lose weight, okay? Doesn't mean that you're losing weight. So I don't do that. So people actually look down at me and say, oh, Josephine class is so easy. But what I care about is, what I think is, my perspective is like this. If you can do basic stuff and you feel the basics are tough and you're tough, but at the same time you do it properly, that is a good workout. That no, I put it not a very nice way. How should I say this? If you're a person who with experience, okay, you work out all the time, you have many years of experience exercising. But if you do a very simple movement and you are able to feel that movement, then you are good. You are doing a very good workout. I don't have to give you difficult exercises to make you feel the movement. Okay, then you are good. Whereas, right, another person with no experience or very weak, they do the simple exercises, they feel like, oh, this is very easy. That person is not feeling the movement. You are basically wasting your time. Okay, easier way to say this is, it's like food, right? Let's not talk about food lah. It's like driving a car. A very experienced driver will be able to enter a car, and then they will be able to feel the engine, no matter what car it is. Okay, it can be a very tiny, small, little kanchil. They are able to feel once they hold the steering, start the engine. They are able to listen. They know what engine it is and what is the problem, right, and things like that. And then they go into another car, go and drive a Ferrari. They are able to feel a different thing. That is called experience and very good. Now, if I give you a person who have no knowledge about driving, they will only feel like, wow, Ferrari is very good. And then they didn't know that actually the small little control, right? Probably maybe they have already that people actually modify it. The engine inside maybe is better than the Ferrari. Also, they don't know. You get what I mean? So anyway, in my class, I always like to teach basic, because if you can do basic properly and you can feel it, you are at a high level. Okay? I don't need to give you fancy exercises. Okay? The fancy exercises is for the purpose for fancy. And it's of course to just change things around, make it more variety, to strengthen it further. If you are an amateur driver, like even give you a Ferrari also, you don't know how to drive lah. You get what I mean? Okay, so people always want to drive Ferrari, right? So they will say, Josephine is not good lah because she don't teach us how to drive Ferrari. So that was a comment that I got a lot when I was very initial stage of my teaching. And so I always feel very upset because people won't, I feel upset and I was not confident to tell people like how I'm talking to you right now. So I was very, very sad. And of course, I have instructors around me who actually encourage me, and that I'm very grateful. I'm very experienced. My seniors come and talk to me and say, I heard some of the clients say they love the way you teach, how detailed you are, you pay a lot of attention in them. So that actually makes me, it's like, feel better. But it's like if like 10% telling you are not good, 1% telling you good, right? It's not easy. But I always keep remembering that, that 1% matter. As soon as I believe in what I'm doing, So I keep believing, right? And keep doing all this sharing with all of you. So I am very grateful that today I'm able to achieve what I want. Um, and I wanted more, of course, right? So I know some of my clients usually watch my session here. I am very grateful for all of you who, stick with me. Um, I think I found my way already after like how many years of teaching Pilates, right? I found my ways on how to communicate better with my clients and also to tell them, what is good and what is bad. And thank you for believing in me. Yeah, it's a long journey. My what I want to tell everybody is no matter what coaching you do or what field you do, right? Try to find your own style, your own personality. Not everybody is going to like you, but there's so many fishes in the sea. Okay, don't focus on the negativity. That's what I did. I don't focus on the negativity. You don't like me. We are not a match. It's okay, let it go, right? Let them go. Sometimes we meet clients, right? Sometimes you feel like, oh, like, I mean, not just in personal training and being an instructor and all this stuff, right? But, all of you who are watching here right now, dealing with different people or maybe colleagues or bosses, if they're not a match, just let it go, right? Somebody is going to like you. Somebody is going to believe in what you do. So that is what I did. I believe in myself, and so I develop more and more and more on that. So I keep it very, even though people like, I still get sometimes I give some people who give me feedback, right? They say, "Oh, Josephine, this should be like this. You should do it this style. You should do it that style." I'm like, I close my ears. I say, "No, I'm not going to listen." Okay, because I believe I'm going to attract the clients who wants my type of style. Yeah, so this is what I've been doing, and I'm very grateful that I'm seeing result. Yeah, so uh, or they say having a coach that is caring is all that matters. Yeah, sometimes it is, right. And to me, I care a lot about my clients. So you can ask any of my clients right now, right? Like I always talk to them. The first question I always ask is, "How are you?" Right? Because that question determines everything for the entire class. Every single thing. How are you can mean a lot of things, right? If you have a bad mood, the entire class are going to be so different. If you have a very tiring day, very stressful day, the your performance will be so much different. So I need to change the entire program. If you come in and tell me I'm very happy today, I'm very energetic today, my program is going to be very different. If you come in telling me that, oh, today I sit a lot, like there's so much work, I'm just sitting on my desk, I didn't have time to eat, I have to change the entire thing. So this is what I always do. First question, how are you? How are you feeling today? Do you have any pain? Sometimes when we are sitting a lot, we start to get stiff neck, stiff back, and all this stuff, right? So this is always my first question. This is very important to me to determine what is going to happen during the class for that day. And another thing about me, how I really want to salute myself lah, this one. I put 100% of my attention on my clients every single time. So when I'm training my client, if you want to call me, right, or you want to text me, right, it's impossible that I'm going to listen to your phone call or reply to your messages. It is impossible. It's impossible that I am going to reply you because my phone is on silent all the time, and then I'll be there just there focusing 100% on my client because every single second can change things, you know like every single movement tells me a story, tells me something about that person, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I do care a lot about my clients. Um, yeah, so these are some of the struggles and how I actually became who I am today. Yeah. And so before I finish up today's session, right, another thing I want to advise people is I don't care what field you are, lah, ha. Even though, like, I won the Pilates Trainer of the Year award. I have to tell you this. If you want to win an award like this, right, you have to take action. What I mean action is not just about becoming good in your field. It's about taking action to go and sign up for it. I know awards are not for everybody. Awards are not for everybody. If you don't want to win any award, it's fine. If you have ever thought of winning some kind of award and getting recognition, right, you need to go and register for it when you know. The award will not knock at your door and tell you that, you're very good, you should win this award. It will never happen that way. Yeah, so if you see like people like winning all this award, like this restaurant winning this award, they all have to go and sign up for it. Um, so that's what I did. Why am I saying this? Is because I have to be very, very honest with you. I'm not the best Pilates instructor. I'm pretty sure there's other instructors out there who are better than me. Okay, I can be very honest with you. I mean, I'm good, right? But there's always somebody better than you, isn't it? There's always somebody better than you want. You cannot be the best in the world. But then these people didn't take action. And the ironic thing is, right, those people who never take action, right, sometimes they complain, and then they want to critique people and say, how can this person deserve it, right? This person is not good. Don't complain, don't critique other people because you didn't take the action. Okay? I mean, I'm not saying anybody criticizing me, but I'm pretty sure some people like saying, oh, Josephine, how can she win this award? Um, or, maybe you have experience like this before. Maybe you are the one on the other side and saying that, oh, why this person deserve it? Uh, Probably you are better. If you are better, next time go and sign up for all these awards, right? And then you are able to, maybe you're able to win something yourself. Yeah. So you need to take the action now. The award won't fly and come in front of you. Anyway, this award that I'm getting, right? You I don't need to pay a cent to enter. So if you're a personal trainer out there or you're in the fitness industry or you know you have a gym or whatever, they have different types of awards. Next time just can sign up for it. You can tell your friends about it, so that sign up for it. Then you can, compete. Yeah. And then, it's just a recognition. It's a recognition. So okay, last but not least, actually during the interview session with the judges, right? The judge actually asked me this question: why do you want to win this award? And why do you think you deserve it? And I only say one thing. I say, if I win this award, it just means that I can help more people. Okay. Yeah. Like, why am I getting emotional? Like I told you before, right? People say that Josephine is not good. Okay, because I teach in a certain style. Not everybody love it. So if I'm able to win this award, I'm able to really tell people, like, listen, okay, you all need to do something. Like, probably some of you after this will be like, oh, how Josephine is the best Pilates trainer. Maybe I should try classes with Josephine. I want to help you in that sense, okay? I want to help you. Like, I am able to tell people, influence people to take action, to take care of their health. Um, help everybody to become healthier, fitter. This is what I want to do, and also to tell people that you know believe in what I'm saying. Okay, sometimes as Josephine, whatever that I say here, I am just. Some of you might think that it's just another trainers want to share their knowledge or sell their service and all this stuff. Um, I want to be able to have the power. I actually told the judges, if I am able to win this award, right? I know this award brings me power. It brings me the authority to help more people. Yeah. So this is the reason why I want to win this award. Yeah. Why I think I deserve to win this award. Yeah. So I don't want this award to be just another trophy sitting behind me. I want to be able to tell people more stories, just like what I'm doing every single Tuesday. Okay, so this holds a little bit more weight, right? Yeah. So I already got my pro card as IFBB Pro, and then now in Pilates also, I want to tell more stories and really help more people out there. Yeah, because why am I saying this is like Josephine has been doing this session every Tuesday. I have been doing this session every Tuesday, doing a lot of sharing you about different things about exercise, nutrition, your diet, and everything, right? But Josephine is just Josephine. But now Josephine is the Asia best Pilates instructor. So you better come and listen to me, okay? When I tell you Pilates is good for you that time, I hope that it will carry a little bit more weight. Yeah. So this is how I feel. And of course, now being able to win, right, the award, actually there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure. It means I need to do more, right? I need to do better sharings. I need to do more to help more of you. Okay. So if any of you want any advice from me, you can always reach out to me so that I can give you advice. Advice are free, but of course you need to come and talk to me, huh? If you don't talk to me, then I cannot help you. If you want to sign up for Pilates session with me, okay, you can come and join me and all that stuff. Yeah. So let's see. If you have any question, you can ask me so that I can answer you. Because this session is really for you, for all of you to know more about health and fitness. And yeah. So Timothy say, believe in yourself, prove those critics wrong by doing what you are doing. Yes. Prove those critics wrong by doing what you're doing. Yeah, exactly. That is what I am doing right now, right? Some people think that I am crazy, like doing session like this every Tuesday. Even nobody's watching, also I keep continuing doing it. But I believe in myself that if I be able to help one person, it's good enough. Um, yeah, I think because my mom used to be my mom is still a teacher. My mom is a teacher. I always uh, respect my teachers a lot, and of course, I became teacher, right? I was a ballet dance teacher for many years, and then so from my experience of teaching, I always believe in one thing: if one person needs me, I will put my 100%. It doesn't matter if I go inside a classroom and 100 people inside there, 99 of them don't care about what I'm saying. But if there's one person who is willing to learn, um, I'm willing to teach. That's always been my motto when I'm teaching. As soon as one person wants to learn from me, I will continue doing it. Yeah, so I have been practicing this since when I was teaching ballet. And by the way, I didn't Yuri. Thank you, Yuri. You're amazing just the way you are. Thank you, Yuri. What was I saying? Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't tell you how I actually from ballet I went to teach Pilates, right? And personal training, by the way. Um, Actually, I was teaching ballet. Teaching ballet. I taught ballet for 9 years, 8, 9 years of my life. No, maybe more than that. Maybe I can't remember. 10 years? No, 8, 9 years. I can't remember. It was very 8, 9 years of my life. Yeah, I was teaching ballet since I was 18. Um, yeah, I was teaching ballet at 18, and then I stopped around 26, 27. Before I stopped teaching ballet, I was already teaching Pilates. Yeah, I was already teaching Pilates, and I realized that I love teaching Pilates more than teaching ballet. I'm so sorry to my ex ballet bosses. I love it more because um, I, I don't like to teach kids that much. I don't prefer to teach kids that much. Though I love kids, but um, teaching adults give me more pleasure, especially when adults know what they want. Teaching kids can be sometimes very heartbreaking because if they don't listen, right, I feel like I want to stab myself in the heart, right? I just feel so heartbreaking. So I decided that nah, I cannot take that anymore. That's why I went full time teaching Pilates and doing personal training. Actually, personal training come after Pilates. That's why it's very easy for me to do personal training because I already have my basic anatomy. I already understand the basic human how the body works. So when I teach personal training, right, is also very different because I look at things very differently. I look at things very, very differently. I am able to modify exercises so that it's suitable for the client. Whatever the client is feeling, I'm able to change it here and there to tweak it to make that more suitable for my clients. Okay, so that's how I do things. Um, Another thing that if you follow my Instagram, if you follow my Facebook and my Instagram, you saw me posting a story of myself like winning the award. I haven't officially posted anything on my social media yet, but I posted a story um, of the the award ceremony. It's a story, it's a video of an award ceremony. It's actually they put it very nicely and they announce oh the winner is basically they say that the winner basically use Pilates to help the clients to reduce their pain. Also, they use different experience. I actually use different experience as in like personal training and all that stuff to help the clients. So I feel right why I won the Pilates Trainer of the Year was not only because I'm just a very caring Pilates instructor. Not only for that. I mean, caring is one thing, right? You need care, but it's also I have two different things in my on my hand. I am able to teach Pilates. I'm able to use my personal training weightlifting knowledge into Pilates, and vice versa. I'm able to use my Pilates training to my personal training client. That makes me very, very special. Yeah, so yeah, if you're curious why I won, I think that is how I won. Yeah, so anyway, I didn't want to end today's session because actually I planned to just have this session, a nice short 1 hour session, but I think I'm talking more than what I need to. So that's my journey of becoming Asia Best Pilates trainer. It's a privilege, but to me, I have more to do. I have more work to do. Okay, so that I can, give the best value to everyone. So I'm going to grind hard, work hard, so that I can help more people. Whether it's you coming to me for training, or I want to do more um, social media posting and all this stuff, my YouTube channel, to really give more value to everybody out there. And of course, thank you for all your blessings and all your votes. I know most of you are watching here right now have voted for me, and voted for me twice, because one round was for the Malaysia one, the second round was for the Asia one. I really thank you so much to all of you. Without you, I won't be able to achieve this. Um, I'm not sure, but I mean, even the Asia part, that's judging and whatever, right? But for the Malaysia one, if I didn't go through the Malaysia one, I won't be able to go to the Asia level. The Malaysia one was just voting, mainly from voting. Um, yeah, and I know it was all because of all your support. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for believing in me. Even though I know a lot of you, most of you are watching it right now, are not my clients. You're just watching my session, watching my sharing all the time. So thank you for all your blessing and believing in me. I will continue to try my best, do my best, and give more value back to all of you. Okay, so thank you, everyone. And that's it for today. Thank you, Yuri, Silver Miss, and thank you, Jonah, Timothy, Audie. Okay. Oh, Prince. Hi, thank you, Prince. Also, Prince have a question. Okay. So, is Pilates combined with going for chiropractor is a good thing, or should not be done together? Like both have some way to check the alignment. Actually, it's very good to combine it together. It's very, very good. Now, a chiropractor check the alignment by touching. Most of it, they touch it. Okay, they touch, and then Pilates, we check the alignment of your body by looking. Okay, now I am not an X-ray, right? My eye is not an X-ray. Looking at it um, has looking at it has sometimes can have mistakes. Okay, because your bone is hidden by a lot of things. Okay, your flesh, your fats. So sometimes we will not be able to see things very clearly. Okay, but chiropractor will be very good in knowing, because that's what they study, right? They know very well where the bones are. Why I say it's very good to combine both together is, if you go for a chiropractor or a physiotherapy, you go for physiotherapy, and the chiro and the physiotherapist tell you, okay, you have this problem. They will do manipulation on you. Okay, so the chiropractor will crack your bones, try to put your bones back to a position that is supposed to be. Okay, then the physio will do, sometimes they will crack their bone, sometimes they will do some massage for you, relax your muscles. Sometimes they might even use like different technology, like some electromagnetic thing to relax your muscles and all this stuff. So they will do all this stuff to reduce the pain and all this stuff. But you have to remember one thing. The muscles are always the ones supporting the bone. So if you go to chiro, if you have a bone problem, right, you need to fix your muscle. Muscle is the one that supports your bone. Your bone is basically like what? Your bone, what do I have? Where I got two phones, okay? This way. Your bone is basically like phone. It's hard. Is one on top of the other. Okay, so, and if you know, right, learn science, right, in between your bones is not connecting together. There's a gap. Okay, that's why I put some gap here in between your bones. Okay, there's some gap in between. Now, what holds this gap is not just about your gel and all this stuff, but okay, so I'm trying to hold it. It's so big. So what holds is actually muscle. Muscle are the one that hold the bones in position. Even if the chiropractor put your bone, so let's say your bone become like this, right? It's turning one side, okay? I'm trying to exaggerate turning. The chiropractor turn your bone back to the right position, but if your muscles are not working at the right way, it will slowly go back again. Okay, it will slowly going back. So after you crack your bone from chiro, you need to go and do exercise. So, and the best one will be, I would suggest do Pilates because it's very safe, it's very mild. You won't aggregate that area. Okay, you won't feel more pain in that area. Yeah, compared to any other exercises. I mean, I do personal training as well. Personal training can help as well, but it's not as detailed as Pilates lah. Okay, yeah. So it is better to combine together. Same goes to physiotherapy. Physiotherapists relax your muscles and help you to everything align back in position. But a physiotherapist, they are not able to give you enough exercises to really make a big changes in your body. Physiotherapists might teach you one or two exercises, but the one or two exercises are not good enough. Okay, you need to do more. Okay, you need to do more. So by combining it with Pilates, you will actually see a very, very good result. Yeah. So that is my advice for everyone out there. Okay. Yeah. So to answer Prince's question again, it's good thing to combine. It is ideally should be do together. Yeah. So after you crack your bone, go and do Pilates. So it strengthen it. Actually, if you ask some physio, they also would tell you the same thing. You know, even if you ask the chiro, they will tell you the same thing. You still need to work on the muscle. No matter what magic they do to you, you still need to work on the muscle because the muscle is the one supporting. And without the muscles, and if your muscles are working in the wrong way, it will come back. That is why, right, if you go to chiro or you go to physio, after a while, you need to go revisit again because it will come back. Okay? Yeah. So all this you gotten so much value from being your audience. Can't imagine being your coachee. Can't imagine being my coachee. Why like? I'm actually very, very nice. Becoming my coachee, right? Is you will feel actually very nice one. I think so lah. Okay, I think so because I treat my coachee, my clients very, very differently. Very differently. I'm like taking care of like my pet like that. Like seriously, but it really depends. If you are a person who needs some push, right, I will really, really push depending. Yeah. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much everybody for joining me today's session of me talking about how I actually won the Asia Best Pilates Trainer Award by Fitness Best Asia. Thank you so much everybody, and I will see you next Tuesday again, okay? So if you want me to talk about any topic, you can go to 100x social media and just say, hey, I want Josephine to talk about this, or you can straight away come to my social media and just let me know what you want me to talk about, okay? So I will go into detail about that certain topic, okay? So thank you very much for everyone who is still here, okay? Bye bye. I see you next Tuesday.